I honestly believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that God is real and he still answers prayer. But the first experience that I had was when I was at age 14. I became a Christian. I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know how to ask God for things, and really didn't think that I could expect God to answer a prayer. But I had a horrible wart problem, and I had warts all over my hands when I was in junior high. And my mom took me to several doctors that were specialists in that to treat them. And they gave me acid Band-Aids, they froze them off, they dug them off, they surgically removed them, and every time that happened, they came back even worse. And so it was just really a painful ordeal with me, and probably the most pressing thing in my life that caused me pain. And so I just started talking to God about it, and I just told my mom I didn't want any more treatments because it hurt so bad. And so I didn't tell my family because I was the only Christian in my family, but I just started praying about it and asked God to just remove these warts from my hands before I went to college. At the time, I didn't realize how important that request was and the way that I worded my prayer, but God answered my prayer exactly the way that I prayed it. And so I didn't pray about it every day, but I prayed about it often. And it was a prayer that I prayed probably over 3 or 4 years period of time. And the same thing every time when I prayed, I asked him to take them off by the time I went to college. And so that fall, I was enrolled at Midwest Christian College in Oklahoma City. And that summer, they started disappearing, and my mom started to notice. And she's like, Leah, you know, what's going on with your warts? They're going away. And so I had to come clean at that point in my life and say, Mom, I've been praying about that, and I asked God to take them away by the time I went to college. That's exactly what I did. And so that was my first experience with prayer, and God answered exactly the way that I prayed. And I think he did that on purpose so that I would know that it was him that took them away, and it wasn't a result of the acid finally working, or it wasn't a result of anything else, but it was with his power and his glory. And as a young baby Christian who was just learning how to pray, God stepped in my life to show me, no matter what happens to me or what bad trial comes my way, that he loves me and he cares about me and he's right there. And so he doesn't answer everything exactly how I tell him. I just got lucky that time. But I do know that he cares deeply about us, and that when we pray specifically, it gives him an opportunity to show up and show off in our life. And he did in a very powerful way. And I've been wart-free for 38 years.